My name is Zili Chen. Okay, today in this orientation, we will announce and introduce several important things and several important issues which are highly related to your rights and interest. So please pay more attention to on listening the following introduction during this orientation. If you have any question, please let us know. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Chen. And I'm going to share the PowerPoint with all of you now. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Before we start, I have a very important information for you. From 11:35 to 12:45, Students Counseling Center will provide a questionnaire link for you. You must fill it out or else you may not receive your scholarship. So please do not leave the meeting. Thank you. Now it's time for the part which many of you should be curious about is scholarship. Okay, hello and welcome to NTUT. I'm Jenny Yu, and you can call me Jenny. I'm responsible for International Student Scholarship. And here's my email address. If you have any questions about scholarship, you can send me an email. But if you don't remember my email, that's okay, because you can always find it on our website, which is the Office of International Affairs. And you can find our website from the front page of our school. Please choose Global and you will see us. As for the introduction of different kinds of scholarships, please click on Degree Students and find Scholarship. Basically, there are two main kinds of scholarship for international students, which is Taipei Tech Scholarship and Taiwan Government Scholarship. For Taipei Tech scholarships, there are Chinese Proficient Scholarship, also called Huayu Scholarship, for undergraduate students who have Chinese proficiency certificates. And the other one is International Graduate Student Scholarship for postgraduate students. And then the other one is Taiwan Government Scholarship. There are MOFA Scholarship and MOE Scholarship, and also MOE Elite Scholarship, which is only available for lecturers in PhD program. I will not explain about the details too much here, but please do make sure you know which scholarship you'll be receiving, and please read the regulation and scholarship renewal requirements carefully on our website, which is here. You can see it on our website on the page of the scholarship. And latest information about the scholarship, such as application and scholarship results, will be shown on the first page of OIA's website. Please do check it out every once in a while. And if you still have any questions after studying the OI website, please send me an email with the title that includes your question, name, student ID. If not, your email would not be replied soon. So to sum up, please visit our website regularly and remember where or whom to ask about the scholarship questions. And please name your email title correctly. Thank you.
你看哦，我是来自金华生辅导组的 Cindy 老师，Now I'm going to introduce the scholarship and stipend for overseas Chinese student。对 ，only for all overseas Chinese student， 就是侨生，我会专门就是解释给侨生的奖学金、奖助学金的一些说明。然后看下一页，这个是我简单做出来的一个表格统整，就是我们境外学生的 overseas student。或者我们所谓的国际学生 international student， 它 divide into the three category of the student， 有外籍生、侨生跟陆生。那他们相对应的这些奖学金的负责人，我们国际处的行政老师就是相对应的这些人。那我主要负责的部分就是台湾政府所提供的给侨生的奖学金。对，好，然后接下来。我会比较多用中文解释，因为这些奖学金的名称大部分都是以中文的名称为主，因为如果要翻成英文的话，可能会有点太复杂。所以呢，我先来解释一下，来自台湾政府的奖学金就是主要来自教育部跟侨委会。那现在对于新生最重要的要申请的第一个就是教育部的清寒侨生助学金，就是如果你持有你自己国家所开立的清寒证明的话，请提供给我。我在未来9月底前，我可能会开就是这项奖助学金的申请，所以请大家也留意我们的官方网站、国际处的网页，会有公告出来，你们就是去看那个公告的详细内容，然后要准备哪些文件跟递交文件的时程。所以新生的话，请注明这个清寒侨生助学金，你必须要附有你当地国家开给你的清寒证明，我要正本呢，就是我必须要收到你正本纸本，我要看到我才能认证说，哎，你的确是有符合这个清寒侨生的资格，可以来申请这个助学金。然后接下来另外一项是研究所优秀侨生奖学金，这个部分也会在网页上公告。那刚刚其实前一页有第一页的时候有秀出，就是大家想要知道奖学金的一些相关细节，可以在国际处网站的这个分类境外升学和卫生的侨生奖学金这边去看到更多的细节。然后接下来我就讲侨委会的，侨委会提供给侨生的奖学金蛮多的，就是有蛮多来自侨委会的资源是给侨生的，所以也会上学期的部分，就是 the fall semester， 就是秋季这个学期呢会比较多奖学金的申请，所以大家也可以留意网站或者是我这边发出来的信件的一个通知，就是如果你符合这些相关的申请资格的人，就可以来向我递交申请文件。对，因为有些奖学金的申请的文件要准备蛮多的，比如说在学证明啊，然后还有一些对清寒证明有时候会需要，就是一些相关的证件你都必须要准备好。那如果没有准备齐全，我可能就会筛选一下这个人可不可以就是在我的名单里面这样。对，好，下一页就是解释一下我这边还有负责来自非政府提供台湾民间非政府单位提供的奖学金，所以我上面列的这些就是以往有来跟我们来文就是来往就是告诉我们我们有提供这些奖学金可以让我们学校的侨生申请，所以就 only for overseas Chinese student。 对，所以由我这边发出来的一些讯息，主要就是提供给侨生的一些就是奖助学金。好，然后接下来就是综合解释一下，我这边负责奖学金呢，主要就是来自台湾政府或台湾民间的奖助学金，几乎都是有公文来函的通知。公文就是比较正式的，政府单位之间或是民间组织之间的一个正式的书面形式，所以这种比较正式的来往的方式，我们就会比较会帮大家办理，就是这些奖学金的收件啊，还有送件，就是它是比较就是比较有公正性，就公认性，就是大家认可的，它是真的不是假的，对，所以大家只要看到有这方面的公文来函的话，它就是比较有可信度的，所以你如果想申请，就可以来找我询问。然后，所以相关的一般文件、办理时程还有注意事项等等的细节，我都会之后会再公告在最新消息专区。对，所以 here's a part for the scholarship and stipend for overseas Chinese student. So this is Cindy. You can contact me by email or just come to me, talk to me. Yeah, thank you.
？Hi, I'm back. If you can hear me again, would you please raise your hand? Thank you. Okay. So we are going to about the next sections about ARC. So I want to know, 张小姐，请问你在吗？OK， 好，那这样子的话，我就要关掉我的这边的录影机。Okay, so I'm gonna to hand the microphone to the other person, and I'm gonna to off my camera and my microphone.
看到了，是我们喜欢的那个。
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Zhen Jieru. I'm Executive Officer from National Immigration Agency, Taipei Service Center. And I'm going to give you some brief introduction about how to apply your ARC, Alien Residence Certificate online. So I'm going to skip this one because I think that most of our students or participants today have already got your resident visa and have already entered Taiwan. So this is just about how to get your student resident visa and how to use that to apply for your ARC. So I'm going to skip this one for because all of you've already known that. And well, and about ARC, I think that most of the students are familiar with the blue card on the right side. This is our original ARC card, but we also issue this kind of A4 paper-sized residence certificate right now. The only difference is that they are all valid ARC for students. The only difference is that the validity of the certificate. The paper one is issued for those people who are granted for only 6 months or less validity of their stay here in Taiwan. And those who are granted for stay for over 6 months and above will get this blue card, but they are all valid, so there's no difference. And who are going to get this paper ARC is those students who just entered Taiwan and not yet finish their registration in school. So before they can register in their school, they will get this temporary ARC because they don't finish their process in school. And this only happens when those people who are just get their residence visa and come into Taiwan, because according to our regulations, once you get your residence visa and enter Taiwan, you need to come to NIA for your ARC application within 15 days. But during pandemic time, you only need to come to us within 45 days. So it will allow you enough time for you to apply ARC. But if you fail to do that, there will be penalty. So please do remember that if you got families or friends who are still outside of Taiwan and planning to come to Taiwan as a student, please pass this message that they need to apply for their ARC within 45 days during pandemic time after they entered with their resident visa. So I'm going to skip this. This is just only to tell you that what kind of application that you can do online. So basically, when you log into the online application system, there will be 4 options that you can apply to. This, the first one, as we can see here, is that you can apply for your new resident actually your new residence certificate. That's when you get a new visa. Please do notice that this is whenever you get a new visa, you come back to Taiwan. For example, if you are a college student and you graduate and you go out of Taiwan, your original ARC is canceled. When next time you come back for your master degree and you get a new resident visa, that will count as a new application. So whenever you get a new resident visa, you will apply for a new ARC. And the other one is that, just as I mentioned, that when you finish your registration, you will change your temporary A4 paper ARC to the real IC card. That's when you apply for this renewal one. And then that's extension for your ARC and also changing for your information. You also can do that online. And one thing to remind is that extension is different. It does not equal to doesn't equal to information change, which means that if you want to change your information, such as your passport number, your name, or maybe Chinese name, you want to put a Chinese name on your ARC card, or you change your address and you do not apply for extension, you only need to choose information change. But if you want to do that at the same time, which means that you want to extend your ARC and you also want to change your information, you need to choose for extension instead of information change. Otherwise, we will not extend for you. So please remember that if you want to extend your ARC and also change your ARC information at the same time, you need to choose ARC extension instead of information change. And this is telling us that when you need to apply for your ARC. I'm gonna leave this PPT for you so you can always check that I will not illustrate it. So let's go to our topic, main topic today, how to do your online application. So just to tell you that whatever I said, if you cannot remember in details, you can always go to the online application system and there will be an instruction and a manual book for our applicants. So you can always check on that. And this is how your online application will be processed. And you just need to, I think most of the students are very familiar with any kind of online application or online system. So this is just give you an idea that first you need to you need to file your application online. And just to tell you that originally, if you give your information, if you send out your application encounter, it will take about 10 working days for us to review your case. But with this online application systems, it will only take 5 days, 5 working days for us to review your case. And I mentioned that 5 working days means that Sundays, Saturdays, and holidays don't count as working days. Okay, so that's it. That's basically the process that you will have to go through. And those are the required documents for your applications. And that's basically you just need to follow the instruction of the system. Wherever it starts, that means you need to give this information, and you just need to follow the instruction of the system to fill in all the information we want and to upload all the documents we need, and then you can successfully file your application. And this information you can always check online, so you don't have to. You can also take picture as well if you need, but you can always check online for this required document, or you can simply follow the system. Okay, so the first step when you go online for your application is that you need to create an online account. And it's simple. You just need to log into. I just need to log into our front page, and then there will be an option for you to create an account, and you fill in all the information we need. And when you finished, you will get an email. And this email you need to verify it. This is a verification mail. You need to activate your account via this link, which is provided in this email. So please do remember that when you finish filling all your information for account creation, you also need to go to this email to activate your account. Otherwise, you still cannot do your online application. And as I mentioned that there will be different kind of applications that's according to what kind of application you need to do. And for new resident certificates with a new resident visa, or you need to go for information change, or change your A4 size temporary ARC to IC card, or extension. There's a bar you can choose from all these columns and options. So, and then it's simple. You just need to follow the system to fill in all the documents and upload all the documents we need, and then send it out, and you successfully file your application. And as well, you will also get an email after you successfully file your application. So please, if you are not sure whether you do that successfully, you can check your email box, and then to see whether there is a mail that we notify that you've already successfully filed your application. And please also check your junk mail, because sometimes you will fall in that category. And after you file application, you can also check your status during our review. And it's also in the system. You can log into your system, and there's a progress check, a status check option. You just need to click on that, and you can fill in your name and some information we need for match your application, and then you can check whether you need to upload more supplementary documents, or it's already been approved that you need to finish the payment. So for upload supplementary documents and information correction instructed by our reviewer, you can also check that. As I mentioned, that it will normally take 5 working days for us to review your case. So if fall out of that range, you can log into the system, and check the status of your application to see whether the reviewer has informed that you need to do some modification or you need to upload more document for us to do the inspection. And for uploading the supplementary documents, there's also an option. You need to click on this button, and then it will shows whether there's a list to show you that whether you need to upload more information. And when you find your application is on that list, you simply click this blue button of it, and there will be more instruction details to tell you what kind of information you need to give to us, what kind of supplementary documents you need to upload. And when you finish that, you just need to send out the application again. So it will go back to the reviewer. And you can also revoke your case during our review. That's because sometimes you will accidentally file two application, and that will confuse our reviewer. So just like I say, that every step you do in the system, you will get a notice in your mailbox. So if you find that you got two application email notice in your registered email account, you can always log into the system and cancel any one of it. So when your case is approved, you will need to pay online as well. And there will also be a notice for to tell you that your case is been approved, that you need to pay. And there's a various method of payment. You can pay with your credit card, or you can go to any of our convenience stores, or you can transfer with your virtual bank account. The only thing I need to inform you is that for this payment, credit card will pay directly. We can get that immediately. So after we confirm that we receive your payment, and then the process will be that your card will be made after we confirm that we get your payment. But for if you paid at any of the convenience stores or your virtual bank account, it will take the bank 3 more working days for the money to transfer. So if you are in a hurry, you need to get your ARC as soon as possible. So my suggestion is that you don't pay through this method. You need to pay it with your credit card. And after you paid, you will get a receipt. And if we granted you and we issue you an A4 size paper ARC, you can download by yourself. You don't have to go to any service station to claim that. You can simply print it out by yourself, so you get a paper ARC. And if you need to claim your card at the appointed service center when you file your application, then you need to go to the same section to download your receipt. And also, if you were applying for an extension, you need to bring along your original ARC along with your receipt to the service center to claim your new card. And if you're in Taiwan, you want whether you're in Taiwan or not, if you want someone else to claim your card for you, the thing you do is that you simply give them your receipt and your original ARC, and then they can claim for you. But they also need to bring their own ID, so we can make records to write down who claimed the card for you. And for password and personal information change, that's not for your application. That's only for us to match your entry record and your past residence record. So this is not for your application. This is simply for your account, and you can change that if you misfilled any of your personal information. That will happen because if we cannot match your information with your entry record or past residence records, you cannot successfully file your application. So if that happened, you need to correct or check your personal information to see whether there's something wrong with that. So here we go to some common problems that we collect from our student feedbacks. The first one is that after you log into the system, you cannot apply. The possible scenario is that there's no entry record found. The system will tell you that there's no entry record found. Just like I say that it could be that you misfilled any of your personal information, so we cannot match your identity with your record. The possible solution is that you go to check whether your personal information of your account is correct. And the other one is that you already you cannot follow the regulations to file your applications within time that we tell you to do, and that will cause penalty. So the other scenario is that you fail to do that within certain time period, then you will need to go to service station to pay your penalty. After you finish your penalty, you can go back to the online system to apply for your ARC. And please pay attention to the application time. That, as I mentioned, that once you get a new resident visa, you need to come to us within 30 days. Regulation says that 15 days after you enter into Taiwan, but during pandemic days, we released to 45 days. So just remember that you go to the online application systems. Otherwise, there will be penalty. And another scenario is that you cannot apply online. That could be something wrong with your past residence records. And the solution is that you need to come to us to check for you to see whether what's wrong with your residence record. And if you fail to upload the document we need, it will also affect your application stat. Scenario one is that you used to be a bachelor student or a master student, and then you graduate, you go out of Taiwan, and you forgot to come to NIA to cancel your original ARC, and then you come back with the new resident visa. We will find that your old ARC is still valid. That will result in failure of new applications. So please do come to us whenever you finish your student status and go out of Taiwan. And just the previous section mentioned that if you got a scholarship, well, usually we granted students for 1 year period of residence certificate each time. But if you do have scholarship from Ministry of Foreign Affairs or Ministry of Education, we can possibly give you more than 1 year validity of your residence certificate. The thing you need to do is that you need to take, there's an option for you to take. If you got a scholarship from only those two ministry, then you need to take that and also upload the related document, so we can check whether you are qualified for more than 1 year validity of your residency. And that's about the size of the document. If it's too big or too small, we cannot accept that. And if it's not in the right ratio, we cannot accept that. So you need to modify and fix that. And these are the scale that we can accept for your document. So you can see that the size, the format, and the ratio is just as listed here. So you need to follow the instruction to modify the document we need. And for the photo, I need to illustrate that we only accept background with white background. And please do not upload your selfie or a group photo that we cannot recognize you. you need to upload a regular ID photo. So it will be printed on your ARC. We can recognize you. And this is for photo calibration, that we do have a built-in auto calibration function of the system. So it will automatically check your photo for you. So if you cannot fix by other apps or other method, you can simply use this one. You just need to upload your photo and click that button, and it will fix for you. And there's a possibility that you cannot find your application record. Well, it happened a lot. That's because we do not put limitation on the account that you can register. So students might register for more than one application account. So the scenario is that they apply with count A and they check their status with count B. That's why you cannot find your application. And please go back to your email, because there will be record of your account creation record. You can check whether you have more than one account, and then you can find your application. And this is a reminder for you that if you want to do the online application, and students are only allowed to apply online since last year. So if you go to our service center, we will not accept your application. Please do keep that in mind. You can only apply your ARC online, okay? So the first thing is that you need to register an online account, and please keep the email that was sent to you, because we only do this once or twice in a year. And it often happens that we forget our password number and account name. With this email, it can help you to remember that. So please do keep the email we send to you. And as you notice that almost all of the information we put on your ARC will be in Chinese. So that also includes your residence address here. So if you cannot type in Chinese, you can type in English, that's okay. But you need to upload the document, your lease or any kind of document with your clearly stated Chinese address, so our reviewer can fill in for you. Or you can simply ask your friends or classmates to help you to fill in Chinese if they are able to do that. And please remember that you can say during the application process, you can always save your save the information that you've already key in. And but save does not mean you've already sent out your application. So after save the application, you also need to send out to us so we can see your application, okay? And if my instruction is too long, and because it's early in the morning that you cannot remember anything I mentioned, you simply go to the front page of our website, and there will be short video clips which will tell you step by step how you can finish your online application. And the other reminder is that please do your extension before expiry, because if you fail to do that, there will be penalty. And if you overstay for more than for 30 days or more than 30 days, you need to go out and get a new visa, and you need to start all over again. So please do remember that you remember to extend your ARC before expiry. And the time that you can start that is 30 days before the expiry. Because you come too early, we will not accept your application. But there's exceptions. You can always consult with us before you need to do that. And you can easily check your expiry date on your ARC. And so please do remember that whenever you get a new ARC from us, the first thing you need to do is check every information on it. If there's anything wrong, you need to tell us immediately so we can correct for you. And the other thing that I need to illustrate is that you need to report to us about your residence address here in Taiwan. And you should do that within 15 days after you actually move to the new place, because if you fail to do that, there will also be penalty. For the first time, if you fail to tell us within 15 days after you move to your new address, the penalty will be 2,000 NT dollars. For the second time, it will be $5,000. For more than three times or more than 3 times, it will be 10,000 NT dollars. So please do report to us after you move to your new address. And the way you report to us is that you apply for information change online. And whenever you lose your student status, your school will report to Ministry of Education, and Ministry of Education will also report to us, and we will cancel your ARC. So if suspension, dropout, or graduation happen to you, please come to us. So we will give you some more time for you to leave Taiwan legally. And no illegal work is permitted in Taiwan. Whenever you need to do work short time, long term, you need to apply for work permit from Ministry of Labor. And if you got caught of participate in any kind of illegal work, it will be penalty, and also there will be entry ban on you. That would be at least 3 years. Okay, so if you still got any other questions about your life in Taiwan, you can always dial 1990, and it will give you all kinds of information you need in your language, including traffic or work and social welfare and medical care. You need any kind of information you need in Taiwan. And if you got specifically question about online application system or about your residence certificate here in Taiwan, you can contact our technician teams or our service centers anytime and hear all the information for you. And that's about my presentation today. Thank you for paying attention.
好像有问题哦，好。是不是有什么问题呢？陈老师这边，
我可以现在问吗？还是说我要整个 presentation 结束之后我再一起问 ？Okay, 好。So thank you for lecture, gents. Based on our previous experience, we got a lot of questions like students have already sent out their applications, but they got the comment from the reviewer. So they don't know how to do this. Based on your presentation, does they just log into their account and follow the instructions, and they could correct either make up the missing document or make the corrections in that account? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. You can always check your status, and if the reviewer got any information, any feedback to you, you can find that in the system. And you will also get a
major issue that the student would come to us.
Oh, okay. The first step that they need to, but how do they get the feedback from the reviewer? They must have some message from the reviewer, right? They just don't know how to make up the information. Okay, so the things that's just what I mentioned in my PPT, that they simply need to log into the system and go to their like this slide. They need to go to their application list. There will be a list of supplementary documents, and they need to click into that application. They can see the message from the reviewer and follow the reviewer's instruction to modify or upload the document.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And hello, everyone. I'm Mai Wen from Taipei Service Center, National Immigration Agency. Thanks for the invitation of Taipei Tech. I'd like to talk about the topic of anti-human trafficking. And I know that Taipei Tech has arranged lots of great lessons today, so I'm gonna make my presentation short. Okay, and there are four main aspects to this topic, and I'm gonna focus on the first two parts, the elements and the case of human trafficking. The crime of human trafficking consists of three core elements: the act, the means, and the purpose. Physical and sexual abuse, blackmail, or emotional manipulation, and the removal of official documents are used by traffickers to control their victims. And exploitation can take place in a victim's home country or in a foreign country. So there's a story of Wadi, an Indonesian young woman. She was recruited as a caregiver and thought that she came to Taiwan to take care of the elders. Well, unfortunately, she then was transferred to a mountain near the middle of Taiwan, where she was working at an unsafe workplace with excessive working hours and lack of overtime pay. She was new to Taiwan, let alone the isolated surroundings of the tea factory. The abusers make use of the victims' inabilities, ignorance, or helplessness to get what they want. So Wadi was finally rescued in 2018 when the officers of immigration patrolling the village in the mountains. And here's a video clip. And human trafficking is a situation in which an individual is compelled to work or engage in commercial sex through the use of force, fraud, or coercion. If you believe you may have information about the trafficking situation, please call 110-1955 or 2388-3095. Here's about it, and I appreciate the time you will take to listen to my presentation about this serious issue. And thanks Taipei Tech again for the invitation. Thank you.
好，张小姐，所以 OK 了，对吗？OK 了哈，好，谢谢。So thank you, Ms. Zhang. And now we are going to next sections. We will talking about NHI, and I'm gonna to hand my floor to Ms. Rita.
取消静音。Hello, I'm Rita from Overseas Student Advising Section, and I'm in charge of students' national health insurance. In the future, if you want to find some information about the national health insurance, you could go to OIS website and click degree students and click health and insurance so you can find it.
So what is National Health Insurance? The National Health Insurance, NHI, is a compulsory social insurance program, which if you are a foreign nation living in Taiwan with an alien resident certificate, when you meet the requirement, you must enroll in the program. No one may arbitrarily withdraw, but if your ARC expired, you will lose the insurance eligibility. So who is required to enroll in the NHI program? First of all, you have a valid ARC and you reside in Taiwan for 6 consecutive months. Within this 6-month period, you are only allowed to leave Taiwan once for no longer than 29 days. In other words, if you within this 6-month period, if you leave Taiwan for more than once or more longer than 29 days, when you come back to Taiwan, you need to wait for 6 months again. And what to do to register in the program? For students, if you most important of all, you need to upload your ARC to the system. For foreign students, please upload your ARC to NTUT enrollment form. And for 侨生，请上传你的居留证到侨生及港澳生新生报到系统。I will check your ARC number there, and if you do not upload, I will send you an email. So if you are newly arrived students who have never been to Taiwan before, all you need to do is wait OIA to notify you. Okay. And so if you are a student who have been in Taiwan for months or years and you are registered in the NHI program through another agency like the language school, and so you need to transfer to Taipei Tech, please apply for a certificate or proof of NHI transfer out from your previous agency and send the document to me. And for some students, you might have a job and the employer helps you with the NHI. You do not need to transfer the NHI to school. Please apply for a certificate or proof of NHI registration from the company and send the document to me. For some students who might have spouse or direct blood relatives, they need to register in the NHI program through you. You can register in the program through the district office. And also please let me know if you need to do so. How to pay the NHI fee. Basically, the NHI fee is included in the tuition bill for each semester. But for the first semester, if for a new student, you cannot find it on the tuition bill. The cost is $826 each month. The amount of $4,956 will be paid for the first semester from September to February. And so for the second semester, it's for March to August. If you are newly student, for example, you come to Taiwan on in September, and the eligible date might be after March. So you will see the NHI fee on the tuition bill next semester. And if you are a student who are registered in the NHI program through another agency and you need to apply for transfer in to Taipei Tech, I will give you a bill to pay after I receive the document from you. The last thing, in the future, if you need to transfer out from Taipei Tech, first, if you apply for suspension or dropout, the NHI will be transferred out from Taipei Tech on the suspension or dropout date approved by the Office of Academic Affairs. And if you have a job in the future, please apply for a certificate or proof of NHI registration from the company and submit a document to me. The NHI will be transferred out from Taipei Tech on the date you enroll in the program through the company. Okay, I'm Rita. If you have any question about the NHI, please
write an email to me. Thank you.
Okay. So, hi, this is Cindy again. Hi, I'm going to the next part about insurance. The first insurance I'm going to introduce you is student group insurance. The Chinese name 学生团体保险. This insurance is applied by the school. They provide to all the students in NTUT. So this year, the insurance company is called Nanshan Renshou, Nanshan Life Insurance Company. And the period of insurance, if you need this, if you have some accident, you go to a hospital, you can apply for the insurance within the accidents happened within two years. So you will charge $298 per semester. It's including in the tuition fee already. So if you pay the tuition, you already got the insurance. So you already got the insurance approval. Yes. So next, I'm gonna introduce the 侨生伤病医疗保险。这个是it's only for overseas Chinese student. For they who come to Taiwan first time, and then before they got the NHI qualification, so they can apply this kind of 侨保. We call 侨保. It's provided by 侨委会 OCSE. 所以只有侨生可以申请 ，Only 侨生 can apply this insurance. 这个侨保的承保商是国泰人寿，它是由侨委会补助一半的费用，那侨生自己需要再付另外一半的费用。So overseas Chinese students they have to pay half of this fee, this insurance fees. 但它的效期只有6个月，就是在你拿到健保资格前面的6个月，是侨委会特别提供给侨生有这样的一份保障。But it's optional. You can choose to apply or not. 所以如果想要申请的人也可以来找我。我接下来也会在网页上还有信件里面会公告或布导大家说，那个申请这个侨保的时间。所以请大家也是留意信件。那它的缴费单呢是另外开的，不是像团保学生团保一样开在那个学费里面。所以它的缴费单我会再另外开给你们，所以你们要留意由我这边发出来的讯息。所以侨生们要特别注意这点，如果想要保这个侨生伤病医疗保险的人，请就是要密切留意，跟我联系，然后密切留意这些方面的讯息。对，然后 so there's something requirements for applying for insurance claim， 就是当你发生事情 ，when you go to hospital or have some accident。You can apply this claim to have some reimburse， 就是你可以就是来跟我申请这个保险。那你需要应备的文件有来跟我填写理赔申请书，还有准备你的 student ID card 学生证，还有你事故发生当学期的在学证明 ，the certificate of the study。还有 the third is medical certificate， 就是你 if you go to hospital, you have to get a certificate from the hospital, and we will know you have some injury or you have some ill， 所以还有第4个就是 the receipt from the medical expense is kind of a 收据，就是一定要正本。If you don't have the original。You have to get a copy with the stamp paid。就是医院，如果你没有办法拿到正本的收据的话，你只有影本的话，你要加盖医院的那个收费章，就是证明说你这个影本收据是已经收过费的。然后第5个就是 you have to provide the bank book and ARC copy to me, and I will compile all the documents and apply for you. One more thing is the police record certificate. It's called in Chinese is 笔录，就是如果你发生车祸 ，if you have car accident, you go to a hospital, you go to some police, you will make some record for the accident. So you have to provide if you got a car accident, so to prove that you got injured and you have this accident. So it's kind of requirements you have to prepare for me, and I will do the rest of thing for you. So the police record is it's not necessary. If you need, you just provide to me. Yes. So that's all the insurance part for this session. Yes. Thank you. 下一个是 work permit.
Hello, this is Amanda. I'm in charge of students' work permit application. Before we start to talk about how to apply for work permits, I would like every student to pick up your cell phone and scan these QR codes. I will give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. It doesn't work? Oh, okay. Okay, first, let's talk about if you would like to do the work permits, some regulations you have to follow. Okay, according to Employment Service Act, foreigners who worked without a work permit will be fined from NT $30,000 to NT $150,000. And for those money, you can buy 5 iPhone 14, right? So don't violate the regulation. Okay, and the maximum work hours are 20 hours per week, except during summer and winter breaks. Okay, applicants can apply for student work permit since the first semester. However, a transcript of a 1-year language course in Taiwan should be presented for language course learners. Okay. And some other regulations, please check our WDA website. Okay, if you are a current student of Taipei Tech and if you are qualified for one of those status, you can apply for work permits. First, foreign students. Second, overseas Chinese students. Third, Hong Kong and Macau students. Okay, if you would like to apply for work permit in the fall semester, the first step you have to do is to make a tuition payment. After you make a tuition payment, please wait for 1 to 2 days and go to our Union Service Center to use the automatic payment machine to get your enrollment certificates. After that, you can apply for work permit through the online system and also submit a work permit application form to the OIA. Okay, please wait for 7 to 10 days to get the work permits. And the validity of the work permits is 6 months at most. If the application made in the fall semester, the maximum valid time will go until the next semester. The next year, on March 31st. Okay. So for application made in the spring semester, you still do the same procedure. First step, you have to pay the tuition, and get enrollment certificates, and then apply for work permits. Then wait for 7 to 10 days to get the work permits. And for application made in the spring semester, the work permits will be valid until September 31st of the same year. Okay, what's the requirements for applying for work permits? You have to do 2 things. First, fill out the work permit information through the online system. Okay, so after that, you upload your upload 4 requirement documents. First is ARC, passports, and current enrollment certificates. Then the last one will be student ID. And for school parts, you have to submit an application form to the OIA. Sorry. Yes, for online system, like we just mentioned before, you have to have a registered account first. Then have a valid passport, a student ID, and current enrollment certificates, and a valid ARC. And if language course learners, you have to submit a language transcript. For application form that you have to submit to the OIA, you have to fill out the application serial number and have stamps from your advisor and the department. Then send it to OIA. After I check everything is okay, I'm going to submit your application to WDA. And I would like to tell everyone, first thing, you have to land a job. To find a job first and start do the application. If you cannot find a job before applying for work permits, it's fine. But after you find a job, please submit company's information in a week. Okay, so that's for it. And if you have any question, please check our OIA work permit website, and it will guide you how to apply for work permits. And my extension number is 6518. Please don't hesitate to call me or email me. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for Amanda, Rita, and Cindy. And next section is very important. I wish everybody's here because next almost 1 hour section will be about our school counseling. Okay, and I'm gonna to welcome Anna Ling, our counseling psychologist. Miss Anna, can you? Yes, good. Okay. So I'm gonna to share the PowerPoint and I'm gonna to off my camera. Okay, so wait for a second. And for the student, you can take 2 minutes break, drink some water, and we will start soon. 请你是等一下哦，谢谢。
好，所以现在可以看到我也听得到清楚。
对不起，刚刚您说什么？
现在看得到我也听得清楚吗？
可以，没有问题。好，
Okay,
那我现在要把投影片放回来了。
好。
这样可以吗？心理师这样可以吗？
可以。
对。Okay, so hello students, welcome back. We are going to do the most important section for this presentation. And please all ears, let's welcome Anna Ling.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to represent Student Counseling Center. My name is Anna, and I'm a counseling psychologist, working in colleges and private practice right now. I know it's been a long time for you to digest so much information, okay? So as you can see, the title for this session right here, Caring Moments. This session will be held in 2 languages, English and Chinese. So right now I'm going to spend an hour to invite everyone here to reflect yourself using an online assessment to have a checking time for yourself. It's highly related to whether you can get the scholarship. We are not going to check your scores or answers to decide whether you can get the scholarship or not based on this assessment, but whether you took the assessment will affect the scholarship process because in NTUT, we want to see the candidates are the people who is willing to take care of themselves and willing to utilize all the resources they have in their hands. 好，大家好，我是田安心理师，我叫 Anna， 然后可以叫我 Anna， 也可以叫我田安。那我是在台湾工作的諮商心理师，在各个大专院校里面都有工作。那我知道今天已经花了很多时间，那如果你人在台湾或是在亚洲的话，可能一整个早上你已经听了好多资讯了，所以你可以看到这一节，我们接下来要做的这一节的名称叫做 Caring Moment， 关心一下你自己的这个时刻。那这一个时段我们会以双语的方式进行，会用英文还有中文，所以侨生的部分，如果你对英文没有那么熟悉，没有关系，今天的这一节活动会有中文的辅助。那现在我就会再邀请你们，就是花1个小时的时间做这件事情，是去关照一下你自己，关心一下你自己，然后是用一个线上的测验的一个工具来关心你自己。那这个工具你有没有做这个测验，是非常非常关乎于你可不可以拿到奖学金。我们没有要去检查你的分数，你是不是健康正常，所以你可以拿到奖学金。No， 不是这样的。我们只是要确认你有没有意愿做这个测验，你有没有做这个测验，代表的是你是一个愿意关心自己、愿意照顾自己、愿意使用学校资源来帮助自己的一个人。那就会帮助我们可以更确定，给你奖学金是好的一件事情。所以这件事情先让你们知道，这件事跟奖学金是有相关的哦。好，那麻烦下一页。Okay, how are you guys doing in such long and draining days with COVID-19? It is called COVID-19, so it's been 4 years. It's crazy, right? I found 4 interesting definitions for this years. I'll read out for them because I think the words are a little bit small right here. So 2019, just a glimpse of how messed up 2020 is going to be. 2020, a year so fucking wild that when the Pentagon confirmed UFOs, it's just barely in news. Pentagon means US government. I believe all of you knows that. And 2021, it is at season 2 of 2020. 2022, it is at 2022. Okay, so do you feel the same way with these pictures? 好，那我相信你们就是在有 COVID-19 的日子里面，可能过得都不是太开心，有些时候就觉得好烦哦。然后我也找到了4张关于 COVID-19 的相关的有趣的照片。那他们如何去定义这4年来到底人类过着什么样的生活？那2019年他就说就只是一个偷看一下，就是大概会了解2020会长什么样子，因为2019大概是年末的时候，在台湾大概是年末的时候开始有疫情的。那2020年呢，就是整个世界好像都疯掉了一样，好像连美国如果去证实说真的有外星人，真的有幽浮这件事情，好像也不怎么样了，因为已经整个世界大家都被 COVID-19 搞到疯掉了。好，那2021年的定义是什么呢？就只是第2季的2020年啦，一样都是一样的很烦很疯的状态。那2022年呢？2022年也一样只是就是2020年一样的版本。OK， 好，那我不知道你们过得怎么样，在这4年里面，如果念大学的话，大学4年可能都已经毕业了。好，麻烦下一页。Okay, so right now we do everything with COVID right now. The virus is around us. Some people gradually getting used to this kind of life, while the others are so sick of it and find it so annoyed. For example, for international students, you guys, there are more obstacles and logistics difficulties when you have to overcome. You have to overcome when you come to Taiwan, right? Or you're gonna go back home. So 现在and right now, it is also sorry that I can't see you in person because COVID-19 did change our lives in every ways. 好，然后现在的生活我们真的就是以跟病毒共存。那有些人可能已经慢慢熟悉了，毕竟也好一阵子了，会觉得这样的生活就是这个样子。可能到 戴着口罩过生活啊，然后或者去哪都要量体温，已经很习惯了。那有些人会觉得哦，好烦哦，戴口罩到底要戴到什么时候？那对你们来说，对所有的外籍生、侨生来说，也是增加了很多的困难。不管你是要来台湾，或是你要回家，可能都会增加很多搭飞机啊、比如说你要入境的这些的困难，都会增加很多事情要做。然后现在此时此刻也是很遗憾，我们没有办法用现场的方式让我可以面对面跟你们互动。好，下一页。So when we talk about COVID, we think about all the physical symptoms, as you can see in this PowerPoint. Maybe you got nervous when you cough a little bit, or you started to feel anxious when you easily get so tired. But it also could be due to jet lag, that you're not so sure what exactly the cause is. Everyone around you, including yourself, focus on the physical symptoms in these days. And if you are already in Taiwan, you will notice that whenever you go, there is a temperature detector at the entrance of a store, a restaurant, even library, etc. 好，那所以当我们在谈这4年来我们到底过着什么样的日子，我们其实谈到 COVID 的时候，都是谈到到底有什么症状啊？我现在好像有点咳嗽，我是不是确诊了？或者我最近好容易累哦，我是不是又要确诊了，得中标了？那也有可能你是来到台湾，然后因为时差的关系，所以你搞不清楚，就会搞得好紧张哦。所以每一个人，包括你自己，在现代这4年来，可能都一直很关注在你的生理状况、你的生理任何的反应上面。尤其是如果你已经抵达台湾了，你会发现哇，你不管去到哪里，都会有一台测量体温的机器，然后要你测一下体温，或是有一个 scanner 一个扫描的东西，会看你的体温有没有正常。所以大家都在关注这一些身体上面的症状。好，下一页。What about our mental state? Studying abroad is a big decision and an exciting journey also. I remember when I was an international student, I was so excited, but also nervous about this new chapter of my life. I wasn't sure how quick I can adjust to this new environment, new culture, the weather, everything. And how do I make friends with local people? Therefore, like I said in the beginning of this session, I'm here to invite everyone to give yourself a chance, a moment to reflect yourself, to take care of yourself. Okay, so in our session today, we're going to cover 3 things. First, using a helpful tool to care about yourself. Second, the adjustment in Taiwan. Third, the information about Student Counseling Center, including what kinds of resources you can use as an international student in NTUT. They're all highly related to whether you are an ideal candidate for scholarship. OK， 好，那关于我们的心理状态呢，我们都一直关注很多的生理上面的症状。那我知道，出国留学念书是一个很重大的人生决定，也是一个很令人兴奋的旅程的开始。那我记得当我是也是国际学生的时候，我真的很兴奋，可是同时我也好紧张，我不知道我会不会适应得很好，我不知道那边的文化到底确切来说是什么样子，我不知道天气怎么样，我不知道我可不可以找到我喜欢的食物，然后甚至我不知道我可不可以很快的交到朋友，这些都很让人紧张。所以就像我今天开头说的，现在这一个 session 我们要做的事情是邀请你每一个人给自己一个机会，好好的关心自己现在的你过得好不好。所以现在这一个 session 我们其实会做3件事情。第一件事情是我们会去做这个测验，关心一下你自己利用这个测验的机会。第2个是我会谈谈怎么样在台湾有可以更好的适应。第3个是我会介绍一下学生諮商輔導中心的一些资源，让你可以知道僑生啊或者是外籍生要怎么使用这些资源。那这一些东西都是跟奖学金非常有关，是我刚刚说学校会希望看到的是愿意支持自己愿意使用这些资源的学生来申请奖学金。好，下一页。 So the tool we're going to use is called Intensive Inventory of Mental Health, and it is set on online platform. So in this part, there are 3 aspects we need to focus. The first one, the assessment itself. I will lead you to log in this online platform, so follow my instruction afterwards. Don't get hurry right now. There are going to be 12 questions upon personal information and 53 questions upon mental health aspects. And the second one, the results. The system will show you the result after completing the assessment. Also, it will give you suggestions and advices on how you can prepare and adjust yourself. And the third part, counselors in Student Counseling Center in NTUT will receive your results, but they're all kept in confidential. So the result will not be disclosed to your parents, classmates, including OIA. So you don't have to worry about this. And the counselors in Student Counseling Center will only contact you with necessary situation. And if you have any concerns or questions, feel free to go to Student Counseling Center for further information. So please grab this chance, cherish this chance, answer the question honestly when taking the assessment. It's time for you to check in for yourself. It will be too pity if you waste this chance here. Also, it is not a test. You don't have to discuss your answers with other people. So just be honest to yourself. And I'll save enough time for you to completing all the assessment also and to discuss what else interesting things I would like to share with you in today's session. Okay? 好，下一页。好，那今天我们会使用这个测验叫做大专校园心理健康关怀量表，它是一个线上的测验。那接下来等一下我会一步一步带你们登入这个平台这个测验，所以不用急。那在做这个测验的话，有3个步骤，3个阶段。第一个阶段是做这个测验本身，那这个测验本身会包含12题的基本资料，还有53题关于你的身心状况的一些问题。那第二个部分是它在你做完之后会有一个结果跑出来，那这个结果会比较基本的告诉你，你可以怎么样做，你可以怎么样准备你自己，调试你自己。那第3个部分是心理师会根据你的结果，学校的心理师会根据你的结果来给予你需要的协助跟资源。那他们会拿到这些结果，但是这些结果全部都会是放在一个保密的情况里面，在这个系统里面是不会随便泄露出去的，所以不会泄露给你的爸妈、家长、家人，也不会泄露给同学，也不会泄露给 OIA 国际事务处的部分都不会，所以请你安心，然后诚实的好好把握这个机会回答这些问题。那学校的心理师只会联系你在特定的需要的时刻才会联系你。好，那这个机会真的很难得，就像我刚刚说，当一个国际学生，当侨生其实是很不容易的一件事情，所以请好好把握这个机会，不要浪费掉了。然后这个也很关乎于你申请奖学金，因为学校我刚刚有说，学校其实希望看到的是会好好运用这些资源的学生。那今天我会留足够的时间让你们做这个测验。如果你今天来不及登入，或是登入上面有任何的问题，都随时可以去问学生辅导。你来到学校之后，可以随时去找学生辅导中心的心理师询问这些资讯，或者是你如果对于资讯的留存、保存有疑虑的话，欢迎你到学辅中心可以去询问到底这件事情是怎么处理的。好，下一页。So we're ready for logging to this online platform. So the link is in your email sent by OIA. So you should be able to find this link. And please make sure that you're opening this link by Google Chrome. It will not function well in other browsers. We checked this before, okay? I'm saying this again, very important. Please use Google Chrome to instead of other browsers to open this link. And if you cannot find this link at this moment in this session, it's okay. You can go to Student Counseling Center afterwards when you arrive to campus. You can ask the counselors there to help you to log in, to help you to complete this assessment. Okay? And if you're ready with the Google Chrome, please click the link, open the link to get into the platform. And you can click the sign in button on the top of the page and wait there. And if you have any questions, don't worry, okay? You can go to student counseling whenever you can, okay? 好，下一页。好，那我们现在就要登入到这个平台开始做这个测验了。那你应该会有拿到这一个连结，是在一封应该是国际输出寄给你的信里面。那请你翻找一下。那我们强烈建议你使用Google Chrome 这个浏览器，因为我们试过了，如果你用其他的浏览器的话，会有一些问题，可能会登入困难，或者是最后提交出去的时候系统没有办法接收，所以这非常非常重要，请你务必确认你是用 Google Chrome。那如果今天你没有办法登进去，或者是你现在手边找不到这个连结，或者是你就是没有 Google Chrome， 现在没办法使用的话，都没有关系。之后你来到学校之后，你可以随时去学辅中心、学生辅导中心找心理师帮忙，帮你完成这一份测验的填写，所以不用紧张 ，OK？ 那如果你已经成功登进去的话，请你点最右上中间偏上面的那里有一个账号登入，然后点进去，然后请你停在这里，然后我们会继续。好，下一页。So when you sign in, please make sure you choose the right school. I believe all of you know which school you are coming in, right? We are called National Taipei University of Technology. 然后we are in Taipei, okay? And your account number should be your student ID number. So if you do not know your student ID number, find your emails. You should be able to find it. And if you forgot, if you just can't find your student ID number so that you cannot log in, it's okay. You can go to counseling center afterwards when you arrive on campus. It's okay. Don't worry, okay? And your password should be your date of birth. 好。那你按登入之后，麻烦下一页。按你登入之后，你应该会看到这个页面，然后请你选择台北市，然后大家应该都知道我们是叫做国立台北科技大学吧，请你选择对的学校，然后登入你的账号，你的账号会是你的学号。那如果你现在找不到，你忘记了，或是找不到你的学号到底是什么，没有关系。之后你找到了，可以再来试试看登进去，或者是你之后可以直接到学生辅导中心，请心理师帮你，都没有问题，不用紧张。如果你今天一时找不到你的学号是什么，那学号应该会在你的信件里面，学校寄给你的信件里面应该可以找得到。好，那你的密码的话，应该会是你的出生年月日，总共会有8码，试试看。如果你没有办法登进去的话，没有关系。之后你来到学校之后，随时去找学生辅导中心的心理师，他们都很愿意帮忙你完成这一份测验。好，下一页。If you're successfully logged in, you should be able to see the screen like this. And you may select the language you prefer and hold on right here. Okay? 好，下一页。好，如果你已经成功的登进去的话，你应该会看到这个页面是有语言选择，那你可以选你比较prefer 你比较善用的语言，你可以选英文或中文都是 OK 的，不会影响你之后的分数或作答什么，不会。好，下一页。So the next page should be look like this. It is showing that the declaration to have your personal info and the consent form of taking this assessment. So go read through the words and then pause right here. 所以你如果前面也都完成了，最后一页你应该会看到这个样子。麻烦下一页，你应该会看到这个页面，是你会看到个人资料的处理。麻烦国际处帮我按下一页。你应该会看到个人资料的处理，然后还有一个同意书的部分。那请你念完之后，然后帮我点选同意之后，那等一下我们就可以开始了。好，下一页。So okay, everyone, you may hit the button to start to take the assessment if you're able to log in. And if you can't log in, it's okay. When you arrive to the campus, you can go to counseling center all the time, whenever you can, to complete this assessment. And one thing to remember, please do not close the window when you complete the assessment. I will explain how to analyze your results after you're completing this assessment. So do not close the browser once you finish the assessment. Okay, I'll give you around 15 minutes to complete the assessment. It is 12 o'clock Taiwanese time. So we will get back together at Taiwanese time 12:15. Okay, so now is your time that you can start to take your assessment, and then we will stay right here for 15 minutes. 好，那如果你已经成功登进去的人，你现在就可以开始做这份测验了。那有一件事情要非常重要，要提醒你是，做完这个测验，你完成了交出去了，系统一切正常的话，请你不要关掉你的视窗，那个结果的视窗，请不要关掉，因为我要告诉你怎么看这一份结果。好，那接下来我会给你们15分钟的时间来完成这一份测验，所以不用急。如果你刚刚还一直找不到你的学号，还一直找不到怎么连接的话，现在有时间可以慢慢来。然后现在是台湾时间12点。那我们会12点15分的时候再回到这里，然后记得不要关掉你的视窗，然后记得12点15分，台湾时间12点15分回到这里。那我们会在这边停15分钟。好。 Hello, everyone. Is everyone coming back? Hope everyone's coming back and with your results. So if you cannot log in with your student ID number, you can create your own account on the login page. And if you try that also, but you still can log in, it's okay. When you come to the campus, you can go to the school, the student counseling center for ask the counselors to help you. Okay? 好，如果你希望大家都已经回来了，有准时回来，然后也有希望，如果你们一切顺利的话，应该有得到你们的结果了。那如果你刚刚登入有困难，或者是送出答案有困难，或是发生任何的事情，让你没有办法完成得到你的结果，没有关系。之后你来到学校之后，随时欢迎你到学生辅导中心找心理师，他们会帮你解决你的困难。那如果如果你刚刚用你的学号登进去没有办法的话，你也可以试试看创建一个新的账号，在登入的页面的时候创一个新的账号，试试看可不可以登进去。那如果你试过了都没有办法，那请你拍照或者是截图，如果你是用电脑也可以截图，留下那一个你遇到的问题，然后可以现在就先传 email 到这个画面上面的这个 email. So if you have any obstacles, difficulties when you taking this assessment, please take a picture of your answers or of your situations and then send to this email on our PPT right here. And if you lost it, it's okay. Still go to the student counseling center and tell them, describe your situation and let them know how they can help you. OK, 好，麻烦帮我按下一页。再下一页，谢谢。OK， 好。So, you may, as your result, you may see 12 sections, 12 bars, little bars on your result. And 在你的结果上面，你应该会看到有12个小结果，那这12个小结果都会有不一样的颜色。好，麻烦下一页。So as I said, you may see at least one color in your result. So actually the concept is actually coming from the traffic light. So you see the colors may be red, maybe it will be yellow, maybe it will be green. So, and all we know that the green light means you may go, okay? And the red light, that means you're going to stop. And the red light, the yellow light means that you have to stop and then see the situation and decide whether you can move. And the red light means you must stop, okay? 好，所以在这12个量表里面，你应该会看到，通常每个人会有不一样的颜色。每个人的结果的颜色都不太一样，但是这个你会发现通常会是3个颜色，那有些人可能只有拿到1个，有些人拿到2个，有些人拿到3种颜色，不一定，它没有好坏之分。那这个概念其实你会发现，跟交通号志的颜色是很相近的，红灯、黄灯、绿灯的概念。好，那红灯的概念大家都知道，就是你必须停下来了，所以你可以看一下你的分量表，在红灯的时候是哪一些分量表，那你拿到红色的。黄色代表是你要停一下，看一下你的状况，然后再决定要不要往前。绿灯的代表是，在这部分你可以移动了，你可以走了，代表是你的状况还不错。好，麻烦下一页。So as I said, it is coming from the concept of traffic light. So if you got green light on some of the aspects, it represents you're doing pretty well in this aspect in your life. Okay, and for the yellow light, it represents that you have to be cautious. Look around and evaluate your situation. So there might be slightly stressors in your life right now on the aspect you have yellow light. So do some activities for you to relax or talk to your friends, talk to your family. And for the red light, it represents that you have to stop. The stop the red light is not telling you that you're inability or you're not able to function or you're abnormal. No. It is telling you to take care of yourself and seek for more resource to strengthen your ability. And one of the useful and professional resources is in Student Counseling Center. So I will let you know, I'll introduce this resource afterwards. 好，麻烦下一页。好，那刚刚我们有简单讲了一下，你可能会拿到3个颜色，或是只有1个或2个都不一定，每一个人的结果都不一样。那我现在仔细说明一下这3个颜色代表的意义。好，如果你拿到绿灯的话，很好，代表是在这一些的分测验分量表上面，你过得还不错，没有太多的压力，没有太多让你过得不好的状态。如果你拿到的是在某一些分量表上面，你拿到的是黄色的黄灯，那代表是你要停一下，小心一下，关注一下自己，重新检查一下自己的状态，可能有一些的压力出现在这些层面上面。那你可以找你喜欢做的事情去排解这些压力，或者你可以找人聊一聊，找你的好朋友，找你的家人，找你信任的人，都很 OK。那再来是，如果你有拿到红色的，红色并不代表说啊完蛋了，我好像我一定是忧郁症，或者我生病了，或者我不正常，我不健康。No， 不是这样的。它代表的是告诉你是一个机会，请你停下来，照顾一下自己。然后寻找更多可以支持帮忙你的资源，让你变得更强壮。那其中一个很有用、很有帮助、专业的资源可以帮助你做到这件事情，就会在学生辅导中心。那等一下晚一点我就会告诉你这些资源，我就会给你简介学生辅导中心的资源到底有什么，然后怎么样可以使用。好，麻烦下一页。Okay, so we're heading to the next topic.I'm going to talk about adjustment in Taiwan. So have you ever heard about the term of culture shock? It is one of the process when people interact with a new culture in their lives. So at the beginning, you will have a honeymoon period in this culture shock curve. You will feel like everything seems so excited, so fun, and you want to try everything.And then gradually you'll feel a little bit like anxious or negative towards the environment. You're so tired of trying new things. You might start to miss your old friends. You might miss your family members, the food you like in your home country, even weather. Because when you arrive in Taiwan,it might be, it should be the weather, it should be on the fall season. And then gradually we're going into the winter season. And in winter season in Taipei, there's a lot of rain. So if your country has no rain, little rain, you might take some time to get used to it. And it is absolutely normal that you have this period of so tired of trying new things and missing all good things in your life.And then you'll find your own way to adjust yourself again. You may be able to find your people, your tribe, the people you like, to make friends. And the restaurant you like, those food that reminds your family, your home country, and the place you enjoy to stay, the place you can hang out with your new friends. And then finally, you will adapt to the new culture well. But one thing very important I want to let you know is this curve, this culture shock curve, is actually not a linear curve. So sometimes it could go forward and then backwards. It's just all part of the process. So when you move forward and then backwards, do not worry, do not be like too anxious.It is normal. It is part of the normal process. 好，那我不知道，你们现在有多少人在台湾了，然后适应的状况怎么样？但接下来这个题目，我想跟大家谈谈在台湾的适应。那我不知道你们有没有听过 culture shock， 文化冲击。麻烦帮我下一页，文化冲击这个词。那这其实是一个很重要的过程，当一个人进到一个新的环境，进到一个新的文化的时候，在一开始你可能会觉得哇，所有事情都很好玩，所有事情都好有趣，很令人兴奋，很想尝试，这是会叫做蜜月期。
然后呢，渐渐的你会觉得哦，好累哦，我不想要再试新东西了，我不想要再吃我不熟悉的食物了，我好想念我家乡的食物，我好想念我那些以前旧的朋友，他们好懂我在说的玩笑话，在说什么，很快就可以懂我了。我好想念，甚至是天气。那你们来到台湾，可能差不多是秋天的季节，接下来我们要进入冬天了，在台北，冬天会有很多很多的雨，会一直下雨。那对很多的侨生、国际生来说，可能是很难适应的一件事情，会觉得哦，台北好湿哦。那这件事情可能对你来说都会是一个文化冲击，是一件需要适应的事情，所以会有那个掉下去，可能稍微有点低落的情绪都是正常的。然后接下来你会慢慢的调整你自己，你会有能力去找到你喜欢的人，你可以跟他们做朋友的人，你会找到你觉得还不错的餐厅，你觉得那边的食物蛮合你的胃口的，你可能也会找到一些你喜欢去的地方，你喜欢待的地方，你跟你朋友常常会去的地方，会让你觉得开心放松的地方。最后，然后你会很好的适应这个新的环境，这个新的文化。但是有一件事情我要让你们知道是非常非常重要，是这个曲线并不是这么简单很线性的哦，我就是这样下去然后上来我就好了，我就完成这个曲线了，不是这样的。这个曲线它只是告诉你一般会有这几个阶段，但是这几个阶段并不是1、2、3、4跑完就没事了，而是它有可能是往前了，你跑到第3个部分调整的部分了，但可能又退回来一点点到第2个部分，然后你又往前，有可能是会这样来来回回的，这些的反应，这些的过程都是正常的，所以不用担心说我怎么好像来这边1、2个月了，可是我怎么还在来来回回，有时候觉得好，有时候觉得不好，这都是文化适应的一个部分。好，下一页。So like I said, it's absolutely normal to feel anxious, confused, unsure, unclear when you come to a new country, when you come to a new city, a new place. 好，下一页。所以在这经历这一切的曲线，这一切的过程里面，这是非常正常，你会感受到这些感觉。我上面练，你会觉得很困惑，你可能会觉得很茫然，我到底来这里做什么？你会觉得不确定，你会很迷失，都有可能。当你进到一个新的环境，当你重新要跟不同的人建立关系的时候。好，下一页。麻烦帮我按下一页。OK， 谢谢。So there are so many different ways. 再上一页。There are so many different ways of greeting and the ways of people interacting in this world, right? They're so different, as you can see in this picture. Some of the greeting ways are just nodding the head, and some of the greeting ways are bow, and some of the greeting ways are shaking their hands. 好，麻烦帮我下一页。好，那在我们刚刚谈到跟不同的人建立关系也会是一件要适应的事情，所以在台湾怎么样打招呼，然后在国际上各国之间打招呼都会是很不一样，光打招呼这件事情就是很不一样，有一些的文化是点个头，或者有些文化是要亲脸颊的，有一些文化是我要鞠躬的，有一些文化是拥抱，有一些文化是握握手。都有可能，所以在光只是打招呼这件事情就有很不同的方式。好，麻烦下一页。So I'm gonna show you a fun clip right here. 那我给你们看一个好玩的影片，帮我点一下，让这个影片可以跑。Okay. So it's just an interesting video clip. So promise me, do not, please, do not do it to your new friends. Okay? It's just a fun clip to show you that how people interact, how people greet with different cultural backgrounds. Okay. 好，麻烦下一页。
可能这样再按一次哦。再下一，可以，好，谢谢。So, go back to reality. As an international student, it is normal that we don't know a lot of things in another country, in this new country, in Taiwan, in this Taiwanese culture. How people do things, how people express themselves, how people like go to class, what they wear is normal, like how we handling our homework. These are just different. So please ask politely. And when you're being asked, please answer after thinking. 好，那在台湾进到一个新的国家，可能你也是从亚洲其他的国家来到台湾，你会觉得没有那么大的不同。可是，在文化上面还是有很多小小不同的事情。比如说，台湾人怎么做事情，台湾人怎么表达自己，怎么跟人互动，然后甚至是台湾人是怎么样看待上学、进教室，什么时间做什么事情，这些事情，甚至怎么交作业，可能都跟你自己本来的国家、自己的学校、你熟悉的文化是很不一样的。所以当你不清楚、当你不确定、当你困惑的时候，请你有礼貌的询问。那当你被问的时候，因为别人可能也好奇，不知道你是怎么做的，不知道你是怎么去怎么样去表达你自己等等，他们可能也不清楚。所以当你被问的时候，请你也好好想过之后再回答。好，麻烦下一页。好，再下一页。And then some students would ask, what do you mean by answer after thinking? So actually we're talking about this very important topic right here, sexual harassment. So according to the definition, when you do everything or experience everything, make sure your intention is congruent to what you want to do, and which is not intimidating, hostile, or offensive. And make sure you know how you feel. For example, when other people touches you, if you feel uncomfortable, you have to express, you have to show your feeling, you have to let them know it is uncomfortable for you. Because right now we're talking about these two different cultures interacting. So there must be a lot of conflict, small conflict and misunderstanding. So make sure you express yourself. Make sure you know how you feel. Make sure you know your intention is good. Okay? And then you'll be able to explain to yourself. You're able to explain to other people. 好，那下一页。好，所以我们为什么在谈什么叫做要想很清楚，然后再回答？其实很重要是关于性骚扰这件事情。根据定义，性骚扰定义这边你们可以看到，那不管你做任何事情，你是行动的人，或是你是在经验感受事情的人，请一定要确保你知道你自己想干嘛，你自己在做什么事情，然后不是看起来很奇怪的，不是一个吓人或者是很恶意的，或者是很故意的方式。然后也一定确保你知道你自己的感觉，当下的感觉是什么。例如，当别人碰到你的时候，可能他们是友好，就像刚刚那个影片，两个不同的文化的人触碰彼此的方式很不一样，所以另外一个好像被赏巴掌了。所以当别人碰到你的时候，如果你觉得不舒服，觉得怪怪的，这些时候就是务必请你一定要表达你自己。所以一定要确认你知道你自己想做什么，你才有办法跟别人解释，我是好意，我不是故意的，才不会被误会。那也一定要确认，当你发生任何事情的时候，你知道你自己的感觉是什么，是舒服还是不舒服，是 OK 还是不 OK。不 OK 的时候，务必请你一定要说出来，一定要表达出来，不然对方很有可能不知道。好，麻烦下一页。So if you experience sexual harassment in Taiwan, what you can do. So here are the 4 steps you can do. The first one, definitely tell the person to stop. You must express for yourself. You must stand out for yourself. And then the second one, keep evidence of their actions. You can take pictures, you can screenshot, you can do whatever you want to keep the evidence. That's very important, okay? And then the third, raise the issue with a trust school staff. For example, the counselor at Student Counseling Center, okay? They will know how to handle this kind of things. And then the fourth, take notes on what steps have been taken to address the problem. Because sometimes when you're going through these kind of stuff, sexual harassment, it is very confusing, it is very anxious, it is very chaotic. So make sure what steps you've already taken. OK， 好，麻烦下一页。好，那如果真的很不幸，你经验到了性骚扰的事情，或者你觉得怪怪的，有4件事情你可以做。第一件事情，绝对当下要做的事情就是制止对方，告诉对方你不舒服。第二件事情你可以做的是保留证据，不管你今天要截图也好，他一直传让你不舒服的讯息也好，或者是你要拍照，他一直跟着你让你不舒服等等都可以。那第3个，你可以去跟学校你相信的老师谈一谈。那比如说学服中心的心理师们，他们都知道要怎么处理这类的事情，他们是你可以信任的人。好，第4个，记录你已经采取的行动，代表是在经历这些事情的时候，你可能会很困惑，你可能会很不确定，你可能会很混乱。所以务必请你慢慢一个一个确认，我做了什么事情，你会让自己比较稳定下来。好，下一页。So the biggest important thing right here is that sexual harassment know where the line is. So you must know how you feel, okay? You have to take your own responsibility to express yourself correctly. And the most important thing is to know how you feel. You have this responsibility. 好，那最重要是这边写说这一个标语写说性骚扰知道线在哪里，线指的是我们人跟人之间的界限。所以这个界限代表是你必须要知道我自己的界限在哪，我必须要为我自己负责，我知道我的感觉是什么，我可以表达我自己。OK， 好，下一页。So always ask for consent with respect. That people have their right to reject you if you want further moves. And answer the question while knowing how you feel and remembering that you always have the right to say no. 好，那所以做任何事以前，你可能很不确定，但都很重要是要询问同意这件事情，是尊重的询问同意。然后你要记得，别人有权利拒绝你。如果你想要更进一步的话，你自己被问的时候，你也有权利拒绝别人。请务必一定要尊重这一些拒绝，因为当你想被尊重的时候，人家也是别人也是这样对待你的。所以如果你想要有一个彼此尊重，当你说不的时候，别人有听见的时候，请你务必自己先这么做到。OK， 好，下一页。So the biggest advantages of being an international student is to learn about these different cultures, because you're right here in this brand new culture, brand new environment. So remember, respect the differences and share your culture and knowledges with local people. 好，那身为国际学生最重要的一件事情就是你人已经在这个新的文化里面了。当你抵达这个国家，当你抵达这个校园的时候，务必请你要做到尊重这些不同，然后去分享你的文化，去倾听这里的文化，去学习所有你可以学到的东西，因为这是只有外籍生侨生才可以体验的事情，所以请务必好好使用这一些优势。好，下一页。Okay, so remember, You guys are so amazing, says that you were being chosen to come to join NTUT, to share what you have. So seeking for support is not because you can't, your inability to adjust the culture right in the right way. No. Seeking for support is actually because we don't want to see that this culture, this new environment is limiting your ability. All of us, the school staff, OIA, we want to see your full potential. That's why we're telling you, taking this assessment is helping you to become a more ideal candidate for scholarship. 好，下一页。好，所以身为国际生或侨生，你们一定是在你们的国家，在你们城市都是很厉害、很棒的学生，你们才会有办法可以进到NTUT。所以寻求协助或帮忙，并不代表是哇，我来这里好像我变弱了，或是我是不是能力不好，没办法适应这个新环境、这个新的文化，不是这样的。我们很看重的是你寻求协助和帮忙，让自己变得更强壮，代表是你不让这一些文化的因素影响、限制你这么棒的表现，你这么棒的潜能。所以刚刚前面我才会一直说，做这份测验，给自己一个机会照顾自己，代表的都是让你自己变成一个更理想去申请奖学金的学生，这是我们看重的一件事情。OK， 好，下一页。Hence, I'm sharing the last but not the least information for you. So what exactly are the counseling services? So counseling is a one-on-one talk meeting with counselor, with a professional counselor, or some of you may call them as therapist. Okay, so you can discuss your issues with counselor, therapist, and then the counselor will support you to hit the goal step by step. So it is not like a random chatting with your friends, with your parents, with teachers. No, we're creating a safe environment and an equal relationship in this counseling services. So feel free to talk to counselors, feel free to talk to therapists. Okay, and all the things you share, all the things you talk are being kept in confidential. It's free. And we create our best, we try our best to create this warm and care feelings to make you feel safe to talk, to help yourself. Okay. So some people will say, okay, what exactly I have to talk? Everything you felt like you want to talk is the topics you can share. For example, relationships. If your partner is in your country and then right now you're in Taiwan, long distance relationship is very challenging. So how you can maintain this relationship? You can talk with your therapist. You can talk with your counselors. They're willing to help you to go through this long distance relationship. And then you can talk about career adjustment, career options in Taiwan, whether you're gonna stay in Taiwan after you graduate, how you can make the plan if you want to find a job in Taiwan after you graduate. And of course, academic, if you don't like what you learn, if you don't like what you major right now, what you can do, how you can find another hobbies in Taiwan, how you can find another major that you're interested in. There's also another topic you can talk with your therapist, with your counselor. And also the most important part, we are all doing this all the time, self-exploring. If you want to know more about yourself, know more about your culture, know more about this culture, it's highly related to self-exploring. So welcome to talk to the therapist, to counselors in STEAM Counseling Center. 好，麻烦下一页。好，所以我们刚刚说了这么多，不管是做测验，或是到底怎么样在台湾适应那个过程长什么样子，然后到底界限怎么样划分，性骚扰遇到了该怎么办，这么多事情我都不断的提到，你可以来找心理咨商，你可以来找心理师。
那到底心理咨商是做什么的呢？心理咨商它是在一个保密安全的环境底下，然后跟心理师晤谈。那有些人你们可能会说心理师是 counselor， 有些人会说是 therapist， 这些都一样，都是名字不一样，但是做的事情是一样的。那在学校里面，每一个学生有6次的额度可以使用，因为这个资源真的非常宝贵，然后学长姐们也都很知道这个资源非常有用，很有帮助，所以是每一年每一个学期都是非常多人预约的。所以如果你有兴趣的话，也可以赶快预约起来，不然之后可能都要排队了。好，那到底心理咨商是什么呢？它是一个有目标的讨论，它并不是很随便的跟朋友的聊天哦，我就是一直抱怨，或者是跟老师聊天，就是听老师说而已，不是。它是听到确认你到底有什么目标，然后心理师陪伴你一步一步的完成这个目标。那再来是有些人会问说，可是我不知道要谈什么啊？任何你觉得重要想谈的都可以，比如说人际关系，你来到台湾，来到新的学校，跟台湾人交朋友好困难哦，搞不懂他们到底想说什么，想表达什么，看不懂。这些也很值得跟心理师聊一聊。或者是你选了现在有一个系，可是你发现你不喜欢，你想转系，那怎么办？这些事情也可以跟心理师聊。或者是恋爱关系，如果你的伴侣并没有跟你一起来台湾，他在你的原本的国家，远距离恋爱关系这件事情也是很可以讨论的，因为里面有好多要面临的挑战。那或者是你心情上面的低落，身体上面不舒服，但是找不到病因，看了医生都没有帮助，这些情况也都欢迎你来找心理师聊一聊。好，下一页。So with this wonderful resource, how you can make an appointment. So you may log into your NTUT student portal and then find the system of student affairs. And then you're able to find this consultative reservation system. And then you're able to start to make the appointment. 好，下一页。好，所以刚刚说了这么棒的资源，到底要怎么使用呢？那你可以透过网络上面就可以预约了。所以请你登入校园入口网站，然后找到里面之后有一个学务系统，学务系统下面有一个咨商预约系统，那你就可以进行咨商预约了。好，下一页。好，那我们so where are we? So for student counseling center, so where exactly the location is? So when you are able to come to the campus, find the entrance, the main entrance to the campus, and then go straight to the end, and then turn left to the end. And on right hand side, you'll be able to find a building called Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. We're on 2nd floor and 4th floor. And then you can scan this QR code to see the campus map. 好，那麻烦下一页。那我们到底在哪里呢？学府中心到底刚刚讲了这么多，可以预约，然后或者是遇到任何问题，就好，赶快去找学府中心的心理师，可以帮我完成这个测验，或是知道遇到性骚扰的时候要怎么办。好，那请你如果之后来到校园的时候，请你先找到正门，学校的正门大门之后走进去，直走到底，然后左转到底的右手边，你会找到有一栋建筑物叫做国父100年纪念馆。那我们学生辅导中心在2楼跟4楼，你就可以找到心理师帮助你咯。OK， 好，下一页。So here are the takeaways. We're coming to the end of our session today. Okay, congratulations. Thank you for sitting with me for so long. Okay, so you can use your smartphone to scan the QR code and then save it to your phone. How you can contact us and how you can go find us and make a reservation. 好，下一页。好，我们终于来到最后的部分了，所以这些重要的资讯可以让你带回去。是你如果有手机，你现在可以扫描这个 QR code， 就是你可以上面是要如何联络我们，下面是你如果觉得看到你刚刚的结果，你想要预约咨商的话，欢迎你，或者是不是根据那个结果，你只是有一些事情想谈一谈，想聊一聊，好好的加强自己，支持自己的话，
那欢迎你可以扫下面这个 QR code 来做预约。All right, thank you all of you sitting here with me for so long, and thank you for yourself that you are preparing yourself mentally to embrace this new chapter and challenges ahead. Looking forward to seeing you, all of you, thrive in NCUT, okay? And all the best to all of you. And right now you can see the corner, there's an Instagram account. So that's my Instagram account. Welcome to follow me and get more feeds on how you can support yourself. This is an bilingual account. So wish you all the best. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Miss Anna. And our morning session will end up here. And the next session was starting from 1:30 Taiwan time. So we will see you back. And there's 2 more sections in the afternoon, okay? So you can take a break, have some lunch, drink some water, and we will see you and at 1:30.